Imagine the ground opening beneath you. Not an earthquake, not slowly. In an instant, the earth parts, and you, your mansion, and every coin you ever owned disappear into it. That is what happened to Qarun. He was not a villain from a fairy tale. He was a real man from a real community with real wealth so vast it is described in the Quran in a way that still stops readers cold today. And yet Allah caused the earth to swallow him whole. The question is not whether this happened. The question is, what did Qarun actually do wrong? Because here's what is terrifying. The mistake he made is not some ancient sin no one commits anymore. It is the exact same belief that is celebrated today on social media, in business culture, and in our own inner voice every time something goes right. Stay with me, because what destroyed Qarun is probably living inside you right now.
إن قارون كان من قوم موسى فبغى عليهم وآتيناه من الكنوز ما إن مفاتحه لتنوء بالعصبة أولي القوة إذ قال له قومه لا تفرح إن الله لا يحب الفرحين.
Surah Al-Qasas, Ayah 76. The Quran says Allah gave Qarun treasures so immense that the keys alone, just the keys, would burden a group of strong men who carried them together. Think about that for a moment. Not the treasure itself, the keys. Scholars and commentators from across Islamic history have reflected on this single sentence, and the picture it paints is of wealth on a scale that the human mind struggles to contain. Qarun was from Bani Israel, the people of Musa, peace be upon him. He lived among them. He prayed alongside them. He shared their heritage and their prophet. But something happened when the wealth came. He began to treat the people around him as beneath him. The Arabic word used in the Quran is baga. He oppressed them. He transgressed against them. He looked down at them. This is not poverty to riches humility. This is riches to arrogance collapse. And his community saw it happening. So they warned him. His own people, people who cared about him, went to him with one of the most complete pieces of financial advice ever recorded. Surah Al-Qasas Ayah 77 says, "Use what Allah gave you to build your akira, your real home. But do not forget your share of this world. Do good the way Allah has been good to you, and do not seek to cause corruption on the earth." This is not a verse against wealth. This is the Islamic framework for wealth. Hold it. Use it. Give through it. Let it serve something beyond you. This advice was not abstract philosophy to Qarun. It was urgent and personal. His people could see the arrogance building in him. They were trying to pull him back before it was too late. He did not listen. And then came the sentence that sealed his fate. Surah Al-Qasas Ayah 78. He said, "I was only given this because of knowledge I possess." 5 words. 5 words that are the root of the most dangerous belief a person can carry. I earned this. I built this. My intelligence, my strategy, my effort, that is why I have what I have. Qarun did not deny Allah with his tongue. He denied Allah with his attribution. He looked at his wealth and pointed to himself. And the Quran immediately responds to him. Did he not know that Allah had destroyed before him entire generations, nations of people who were far stronger and had accumulated far more? The implication is devastating. Power and wealth are not proof of favor. They never were. They're tests. On the day Qarun paraded through the streets, the people of his community had
فخسفنا به وبداره الأرض فما كان له من فئة ينصرونه من دون الله وما كان من المنتصرين.
Surah Al-Qasas, Ayah 81. We caused the earth to swallow him and his home, and there was no one to help him. No wealth, no status, no connections, no influence. Everything he had accumulated, the treasures, the mansion, the keys that had taken a team of strong men to carry, all of it was gone in a moment. And then something remarkable happens in the next ayah. The same people who had wished for his life, who had stood in his street and felt the pull of envy, now stood looking at the empty ground where his house had been. And they said, "It is Allah who extends provision to whoever He wills and restricts it." Surah Al-Qasas 28:82. If Allah had not favored us, He would have caused it to swallow us too. Their envy became gratitude. Their longing became understanding. What they saw in Qarun's fall was a lesson that his rise could never have taught them. Here's why this story is not ancient history. The sentence Qarun spoke, "I was only given this because of my own knowledge," is everywhere today. It is in every self-made story that erases the provision of Allah. It is in every moment of success where the first thought is, "I did this." Az-Zumar, Ayah 49 says, when adversity hits a person, they call on Allah, but when they're given favor, they say, "I was only given this because of my knowledge." The Quran calls this a trial, not success, a trial, because the test of wealth is harder than the test of poverty in one very specific way. Poverty makes you aware of your need for Allah. Wealth can make you forget it. Qarun forgot, not all at once, slowly. With every key, with every chest, with every display, the attribution shifted from Allah to himself.
تلك الدار الآخرة نجعلها للذين لا يريدون علوا في الأرض ولا فسادا والعاقبة للمتقين.
Surah Al-Qasas, Ayah 83. That home of the hereafter, we assign it to those who do not desire exaltedness upon the earth or corruption, and the outcome is for the righteous. Do not desire exaltedness. This is not a command against ambition. It is a command against building your identity on top of other people. Qarun did not just want wealth. He wanted to be seen as above. He wanted the parade. He wanted the envy. He wanted the floor. That desire, not the wealth itself, is what Allah condemned. You can have what Allah gives you. You can work hard. You can build a business, earn a salary, grow your portfolio. But the moment your success becomes your identity, the moment you point to yourself instead of Allah, you are standing on Qarun's ground. The Muslim approach to Rizq is not passivity. It is the most sophisticated relationship with wealth that exists. Work like the provision comes through your effort. Know that it comes from Allah. Use what you have for what lasts. Hold your wealth with an open hand. And never let the number in your account become the sentence you tell yourself about who you are. Qarun had the keys to everything. He lost everything in a moment. The keys were never his to begin with. Neither are yours. Neither are mine. That is the Rizq mindset. This is Rizq mindset.